Hmm. Well, what do you know? Peggy and I have been back here messing around, just having our own conversation and everything. And I said, Peggy, child, it's 9:01. And you know what that means. It's time for Raw Talk Live. Yay, 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 yay. No, I'm not perfect, no. I made my mistakes, no. We're not perfect. We make mistakes, and it's all right. Hey, what's going on, girlfriend Peggy? How you doing tonight?
Girl, I'm doing all right. I'm doing all right.
Okay,
How you
Peggy
doing,
is in
beautiful?
grandma survival school.
Yes, yes, yes. It's been quite a day with the little one.
Now, and he's not even 2 months old yet, is he?
Yeah, he just made 2 months on the 12th and 13th. Yeah.
Oh, okay,
Yep, he
okay,
just made 2 months. Just
all
made
right.
2 months.
And he is over there running the show, ain't he?
Ooh, he wailing. He is over here wailing, willing and dealing.
Well, that's all right. That's all right. Well, you look lovely tonight. You know, we always like to pay attention and give homage to your hair design, okay, and see what you're rocking tonight. It is so pretty. I love the way you do that.
Thank you. I got my little bow back there.
I love the bow.
Hmm.
I love the bow. It is so cute. I see you added rhinestones too.
Yeah, put little stones under here.
Yeah, yeah, because you know
Uh,
Peggy is the queen of bling. Don't fool yourself. Um,
you give me too much credit, girlfriend.
I don't know. No, I think I'm pretty, spot on with that. And you know how some people wait. You know what? Me and Peggy, we don't care about it. We don't wait to wear no bling. Bling, it used to be when I was growing up, you didn't wear sparkly shoes in the daytime or, just when and you certainly didn't wear rhinestone or diamond anything unless it was evening time or a special occasion or something like that. But for us, every day is a special occasion. And if we want to be blinged out, then we just blinged
Bling
out.
out, yeah.
Yeah. So you can't see my bling. My bling is down too low tonight. I thought it would be up higher, but I was wrong. So it's there. And sometimes I wear a necklace. Most of the time I don't, but I love me some bling earrings and some bling ring, for sure, for sure. But I love that, girlfriend Peggy. So what did you do? You take a scarf and twist it around and
Yeah, that's just one long scarf, and then I just twisted it, twist, 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 tie it tie it one time, make a bow, and then twist the rest of it around the bow, and
oh,
you could adjust your bow sideways or up and down. I got mine
yes.
up and down. But yeah, you can put a regular, have it sideways back there if you want to. I mean, you can put the bow up here on the front, on the side, wherever you want it, turn it and adjust it to whatever side you want to wear it. And just,
Okay, I think that is so cute. I think that
thank
is
you.
so cute. And then how do you add the bling?
Easy bling.
And that is a choker. And so there you
I
go.
could probably wrap it around my arm, do anything
Uh-huh.
with it. Yeah, but
Mm-hmm.
it's I guess it's a choker. Yeah, you can
Yeah,
hang
that's
something on top
nice.
of it.
That's nice.
Thank
Oh,
you.
okay. I love Darren. He is like, all right, enough of all of that chit chat and scarves and stuff. Darren said, I don't wear a scarf. I don't care about no bling. He said, let's get this party started. I'm with you, Darren.
Okay,
Let's get it started.
okay. Well,
All
he
right.
just okay.
Okay. Shout out to
Yeah.
everybody who has joined us in the virtual building. If you are on YouTube and find that your comments are not being posted, we invite you to please switch over to Facebook and go to Raw Talk. just
Right.
Raw Talk, and you will find us there. And we can make this thing do what it's supposed to do. Okay, so
Right.
just just FYI, because already I can see an issue. Darren said, "Come on, people! Raw Talk is on. I love him. He's a great hype man. You're a great hype man." But what I see is a lot of people on YouTube, and so come on over to us on Facebook and join us there so we can make sure that we get your comments and everything in. I'm starting to think that YouTube doesn't like us anymore. I don't know why that would be, as wonderful as we are, but I don't know. I haven't been
So
able to figure out what's going on with that.
I
But
said, if the truth be told, didn't I think last week or the week before? I don't think we were simultaneously on YouTube like we thought we were.
right, last
We've been
week.
having some difficulties with StreamYard, or something going on with people being able to put their comments up.
Yeah,
Hmm.
yeah,
So
because
please say
yeah,
hello.
yeah, please,
Please say
and yeah,
hello.
because and I think it's funny, because people got accustomed to just going to YouTube, and I see y'all piling up over there. So come on and join us on Facebook at Raw Talk. But a lot of times the topics come about because girlfriend Peggy and I are on the phone late at night. We talk to each other all through the day,
Different
and
times.
yeah, and so different conversations come up. Kind of sometimes it's based on what's going on in our lives and or our experiences, and from that questions come out of it, and we go, I wonder if this has happened to other people. Okay, I wonder if this has happened to other people, or if they feel this way, or what do they think, or that sort of thing. And so girlfriend Peggy said, can you love can you be in love with two people at one time? And I said, well, girlfriend, I don't know, I think you can. I'm sure you can. I'm sure you can. I'm
Most
sure you
definitely.
can. Um,
Well, the question was, I know for a fact you can, and you can be in love with multiple people at one time. I mean, the heart has the capacity to love hundreds of people. I mean, there's no number to the amount of people that you can love. And my thing is not just loving people, because we love people, of course, of all types of relationships, but it's intimately and uh, relationship wise, being in love
romantically, not
romantically.
relate, romantically.
Right, being romantically really feeling love for two people, being in love with two or three people at one time. Because, like you say, we know different people bring different things to the table, and we love different people for different reasons. So, but like I say, loving and being in love with more than one person, is that ethical? Is it moral? Is it right? Is it wrong? How do people feel about that?
Yeah, I don't, inquiring minds want to know. I think that you have to make a real distinction. You can love a lot of people.
Hmm.
You love all of your children, and that sort of
Your
thing.
children,
But you're talking about, can you be intimate,
romantically,
intimately,
yeah.
romantically
Hmm.
in love with more
Hmm.
than one person at a time? And I say, yes, you can. I think most people would say yes, you can, because they've experienced it one way or the other. Either
Hmm.
they've been the person who was in love with more than one person at a time, or they have been um, maybe the victim of such. Maybe a
Hmm.
victim, or just experienced it in one way or another. Um, is it moral?
Well, the
I
thing about it is, for
don't
me, I know it's possible, and it's. I don't think it's more. I think it's not about morals, because what could be wrong about loving more than one person? I mean, the more people you love, the merrier, right?
know. Yeah.
I mean, God, that's what He wants us to do. Love everybody. Love us. We're supposed to love everybody. That's what we're supposed to do. But the question comes in when in the committed relationship. and being in love with more than one person. It's not a polygamy or, polyamorous and all those other things going on. You're supposed to be in a committed, monogamous relationship with one-on-one person. The problem is when you're in love with more than one person, can you be mature enough and wise enough to not make the mistake of acting on being in love with the second person as well? How do you separate it?
How do you get to be in love with that person to begin with without having a lot of interaction with them, which in and of itself would be inappropriate if you are in a monogamous, committed, in love, romantic relationship? So a
But
second
keep
person
in
comes
mind,
along,
yeah, but my thing
you
is a
have to
lot
do
of times,
something. You
a
ain't
lot
gonna
of,
just
go ahead.
you have to do something. Somebody else comes along and then you establish a friendship with them, and then you start doing other things with them, and then you find yourself liking them for more than just a friend. See, all of the things, all of the steps that you took that led up to that, those are the things that are harmful, unethical, and immoral. Unethical because you are probably lying to the other person about one thing or another,
Or not
because it's
telling
going to take
anybody.
time. You have to take time with that other one to, get to know
Establish
them,
that.
establish a relationship, and then quote unquote fall in love.
Yeah, but like I said, a lot of times people start new relationships and they're not over their old relationship. Hence, you already in love with somebody. You break it off. You say it's over. You say you're done. It's through, and you move on with move on with the next person. And now you're now starting to deal with the person you was in love with and still are, but you're not admitting to yourself that you're still in love with this other person. So now you're trying to move forward and pretend that that doesn't exist, and now you in a situation because you're in love with two people. You love the person you move forward with, but you're still in love with the person that you left. And I know most of us have been there, done that, wrote the book, and ended the chapter.
Mm.
So it happens. It's
Oh
happened.
yeah, I don't doubt that
Yeah.
it does. Darren says yes, but it's a different kind of love. I guess he says you can't love two people at one time. He said because they're different people with different kinds of likes, and there's different things about them that you like too. I feel you, Darren. And so he says, I don't think it's true love, but just a fantasy of romance love.
Well,
Um,
if you was in a relationship with a person and you were in love with them and you felt that's true love, who can say what true love is? Only you can determine if you was truly in love with a person or not. Um, and you in a new relationship and you feel like you love the person you with and you're in love with the person that you're with, again, you in love with two people. Because I feel like once you love a person, you don't stop loving them. You may say that it's over, it's done, you don't love that person no more. You may not be in love with that person anymore, but for me, I feel like there's will always be a genuine love for that person. As deeply as I may have been hurt, as wrong as you may have done me, or whatever tough lessons I had to learn throughout the relationship, there's still a love for that person.
yes, yes.
To
We want
me,
to work. Oh, yeah, yeah, for you.
for me, because I
Yeah.
can only speak for me.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Derek is in the building. Thanks, Derek. It's
Hey,
nice to see
Derek.
you too. Yes, most definitely. If you are with us on
Derek.
YouTube, which I can see that a lot of you are, we invite you to join us by going to Facebook and looking for Raw Talk. Get with us on Raw Talk at Facebook so that your comments will come through. Um, Apologies for the technical issues. We don't have any control over that part. But but that like my experience, my personal experience was that with that is that with two different I've had two committed relationships. Both of them um were, both men were in love with other women.
Hmm.
And you're absolutely right. So when you're going into a relationship and you're with somebody, because at our age, we all have a past, but even as a young woman, the person who I married um, was in love with someone else. I don't have any doubt in my mind whatsoever that he wasn't in love with me too. Okay, he loved me and he was in love with me too, but he was also in love with this other person, and and stopped having a relationship, kind of sort of in a kind of funny sort of way, with this person, and married me. But he always loved this other person too.
And
And then
there's
and
nothing to do
then
with it. Yeah.
and they continued their relationship until we got divorced and they got married.
And how many years later was that?
32.
Wow. So somebody waited for
A
your
long
husband
time.
for 32 years to reconnect.
No, they didn't wait 32 years to reconnect.
Oh, okay. There
They
was no
never
waiting. When you have a
disconnected.
nah. Mhm.
Okay, I'm trying to catch up with the comments. Darren says that's real. You would truly be lying to someone, including yourself. Yes, most definitely. Yes, most definitely. And that's where the unethical part comes in.
Comes in when you're not disclosing those types of things to your significant current partner.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Hmm. And
Mm-hmm.
so, and then that happened the second time.
Mm-hmm.
I got with somebody who had been in an on and off relationship with a woman, for many years, had been with her for many years, and then left and went somewhere, did that little back and forth thing. And then I was, I was the last of the back and forth. But he, and then so here he comes and you're with me, and I guess you like me or whatever it is, but you still have a love tie, a soul tie, a love tie, a tie to this other person.
Right.
And then eventually you go back to them, and that's what he did too. No
Mm-hmm.
hard feelings. I love all of them.
Okay.
Hey, Keisha. Hey, she says, hey, like, woo, this is real, and it happens so often. I agree with you both 100%. But yes, it does. It does.
Yeah, it does. And the thing, I don't feel like I've been in love with two or three. Well, I can't say I haven't been because, like I said, I do. I love all my people. I love who I love. I love everybody. But like I say, my thing is, I'm a very disciplined person. When I'm in a relationship with somebody, I'm really committed and loyal to that person to a fault. Because even when I think I know for sure I should be out doing my own thing as well, I'll stay faithful. I'll stay committed. I'll stay loyal until it's over and it's
Done.
ended and we know where we at. So there's no gray lines. There's no black and white or gray areas. I'm gonna end it with you. I'm gonna let you know, hey, I'm feeling somebody else, or I decide I want to just be by myself until I meet Mr. Right or the next person that I want to endeavor with. And even for months and years, possibly after I end that relationship, I'm still not out there doing nothing with anybody to say that I could have been unfaithful while I was in a relationship with you.
Mm-hmm.
It's just not that, it's discipline for me.
Yes. Is it
I'm just
discipline?
not gonna do it. I'm just not gonna do it. If I'm with you, I'm with you. I'm
Yeah,
not gonna sit
I
on
don't
you.
know if it's discipline as much as it is character. You
Okay.
know, your character says, "Hey, that ain't right, and I'm not doing it."
Not doing it. And I
Discipline
want
is
yeah.
I really want to do it,
I may have thoughts of doing it.
I
Right.
have thoughts of doing it,
Hmm.
or I go,
I
oh,
could
child,
do it.
if the right one come along,
The
you
right
know.
time, the right moon, and the right stars line up. I could, I could tip, but I'm not gonna do it.
But your character, your moral compass, your moral character is such that it says, I'm not going to do that.
Mm-mm.
I'm not, under no circumstances will I do that. That's not
Mm-mm.
happening.
Because I always think I don't want nobody to do that to me.
Right.
And even though I may have had it done to me in the past, I know the hurt. I know the heartache it can bring. I know the ripping of the spirit and the soul that it creates. And I don't want to bring that type of hurt to anybody because, like I feel, I'm grown. I'm too grown to do child. That's a childish act to me. To be a cheater and deceitful and to lie to your significant other is a childish act. It's immature and it's not necessary. Why do grown folks have to lie and cheat and sneak around?
Because if they told the other one the truth, then they wouldn't get to have the other one. And people are greedy and selfish, and they
Selfish.
want their cake, ice
And
cream, soda. They want the popcorn and potato chips, the hot dogs and the hamburgers. They want the whole thing.
exactly. Exactly.
They want the whole kit and caboodle. They want it
Yep.
all.
Yep. And I
You
just
know.
don't think
And
it's
for
that
some, it's
important
an
to have it all.
entitlement thing. What'd you say,
Mm.
baby?
I just don't think it's that important for me to have it all, the cake and the ice cream at the same time.
Mm-mm.
No, I don't want to. I don't want to do that. And
I
that's
don't
why,
think it's
my
nice.
thing is, if that's your character, if that's you prone to cheat, or that's what you gonna do, or your appetite is such that you want to be dibbling dabbling with two and three and four women, then just bypass me. Let's keep it in the friend zone. We don't even have to go there. Why ruin a good friendship?
But some people can't do it. But I think that's where we have probably both experienced it the most. Somebody uh, already attached to somebody else. It's not necessarily somebody new coming in.
Right,
In fact, it's more like we're the new coming in. And we're
right,
coming in on the back end of you being in love with somebody else.
right. And then later in the relationship, you start to find out and see the clues and the signs and the deceit, and you start to figure out what's going on with this other person, and hey, they not leaving this other person alone because they can't.
They
They in love with
cannot.
that person. They're in love. They're still tied to that other person, and they're not ready to let go.
Mm-mm.
And so now you caught up in the situation where you're dealing with somebody that love you. True enough, they may love you and be in love with you as well, and enjoy you and want to have a future with you and all that other stuff.
All of that.
Yeah,
All of it.
but they still keep going back. They can't,
Tipping.
it's I wouldn't say it's an addiction, but it's they caught up.
Yeah. Yeah. And that love and being caught up in love is challenging.
I did a
It's
poem called
difficult.
"Caught Up in the Trap House of Love," and
Yes.
it's like it was quite interesting. But yeah, we get trapped. We get caught up in the house of love, in the trap house of love, with more than one person, and then it's not easy to get out of.
No, no, and all along the way, there's the risk of someone being hurt or offended, including you.
Uh,
Because it hurts when you bring pain to somebody who you say you love and who you're in
mm-hmm,
love with. It's uncomfortable.
mm-hmm.
But something has to give. And just for the record, I want to say all the people who I'm talking about who know who they are, I still love you. And you know that, all of y'all. And but that's that it can't be anything else but that. Just an honest agape love.
Yeah, you do have to You have to learn how to put people off the pedestal. We talked about a pedestal one time and losing yourself in another person, being so in love with somebody that you forget who you are, what your purpose in life is, or what you're on track to do, and you just want to build up and cater to them and put somebody else's needs before your own, over and over again. That's some real stuff right there too.
Yeah, yeah. Well, that's a love that can be detrimental to you in some ways. I think. Leonard's in the house. What's going on? What's going on? All right, nice to
Hey,
see you.
Leonard.
Welcome to the building. Um,
Yes.
but you know, you sound like somebody else. I know, Leonard. I don't know. Leonard says we are too old to be in love.
Really? No, I'm gonna have to disagree with that. The heart is never too old to love. It's always a new and exciting experience when you fall in love. Be in love is the end all, the be all, and you're never too old to stop loving. So I don't think we're too old to be in love.
Thanks, Leonard. We'll have fun. I'll talk to you later. Yes. Welcome, Texas Ranger in the building. What's going on? Nice to see you. Yes. Uh-huh. I know what you love, Willie.
Willie smile.
Hey. Jane, you know what? I love Jane because
Hey, Jane.
hey, Jane brings it. All right, every Wednesday. Jane says we are too old to be in like.
There you
So
go. Right.
right, yeah,
Exactly.
we too old to just be
Hey,
liking somebody.
I got a high five on that one. That's so true. Too old for that.
And I think she means that in a. I think I've understood it or interpreted it the right way. We are too old to be in like, and I get that from gentlemen. Uh, it's always interesting to me when they say things like, "Oh, we too old for that." Like to say that we're going together or whatever. Oh, we too old. We too old for that. We just need to go on and just live our lives day by day and do what we need to do because we're grown. Oh, I hate to hear a man say that. We're grown. And because to me, that means, oh,
You know what that
we're
means?
grown, so we're supposed to rush.
Let's just do this thing and get it over
Yeah,
and done
we
with.
gotta we're gonna skip
We
over
had
all
time
the
for all that.
preliminaries
Yeah.
and let's just get to the sex. That's what
Let's
that means.
let's get it on, baby. That's it.
Let's
I ain't
get
got
it
time
on.
for
We are
formalities and
grown,
all
ain't
that.
we grown? We're
Yeah.
grown, we can do what we want to do. Oh, that means you want sex and you don't want to take me out to dinner.
That's right. You want me to just be irresponsible with my body. You just want me to give up all the goods just for the sake of giving them up. That's what
Hmm.
that means. Yeah.
That's right. Yeah. Yeah. Jane says, go on and have love. If you're gonna have anything, get you some love.
That's
I'm with you, Darren. Darren said you are never too old to be in love. I saw a couple. They were in their 80s getting married and wrinkled lips and all, and they're in love, and that's a good feeling. And we should look to have that. You know.
exactly. And I think the older you get, the better you get at learning and knowing how to love somebody and
I
what it
like
means to
that.
really truly be in love because you've been through all the heartbreaks and experiences and you're a pro now. By the time you get in your 50s, 60s, 70s, 80s, oh, you should be knocking love out the park.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, you should
Well,
be
I'm
knocking it out the park.
I'm working on it. I'm working on it. Jane says they know the script. Yes, girl, they got the whole script down. We too old for this and too old for that, but we are never too old, like you say, to be reckless, and
Yeah, I
that's
don't
what they
have
want you
nobody
to do.
telling me that kind of foolishness because I think I'm too easy to call people out on their nonsense. Go on with that.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not doing that with you. That's not the kind of that's not the kind of the games we playing over here. I'm
Mm-mm.
not doing that. Certain things I'm just not gonna do.
Not no more. Anyway, you get to, like you say, you get to be in your 50s and 60s. There's just certain things you just are not going to do anymore. I can't wait to get to that point because I'm still not acting right.
I'm there. I'm gonna be September. I'll be 60. So I'm definitely not. I'm not in like. I'm not
September, you'll
doing.
be what?
In September, I'll be 60.
Yep. All
Yep.
right, you'll be in the club.
I'll be in that 60. Oh yes. So I'm not playing reindeer games. I'm not wasting my time. I'm not just out here for the heck of being out here. I'm not just willy nilly trying to be in love with somebody just for the sake of saying I'm in love with somebody. That's not what I'm
No,
looking for.
but never that. Never that. Just to say that you have a man, or just to, run around and post on Facebook and make pretend that you're so in love. I'm not interested in none of that bullshit. I'm not trying to make pretend. I'm not trying to impress anybody. I don't care. I love seeing you all, do all of your wonderful love things together, but I'm not competing with you for that. I'm interested in getting something that's going to work for me, that makes me happy and makes me feel good, and I can reciprocate that same kind of love to you.
Right.
It's a back and forth.
Right.
It's a mutual thing. Not trying to impress anybody at all.
And you got to know what that thing is.
Huh?
You got to know what that mutual thing is going in. You got to
Yeah.
know what it is. Because like I said, we get caught up on what we expectations, and what we think a person should do or want to do or whatever it is, and it's not going to be. It's not always that way. The way we think it's going to be. You need to
No.
say and put it. It need to be in black and white. What's up?
Yeah. Well, you definitely have to talk about it. Um, and I think I think a person's willingness or lack thereof to talk about it in depth is an indication of how they feel
Amen.
about you.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That it's not there. But when it is there, when there are strong feelings and this person feels like maybe they could be in love with you, or for, you've already established certain things, I would hope, in the initial conversation, which I must say I'm not really good at.
Yeah,
um,
women really getting tricked nowadays when men tell them they love them, because there's still some tricking going on out there, I think.
yeah. Oh yeah. Oh
They
yeah,
talk
yeah,
about it
yeah.
okie dokie real easy. I mean, it's like
Mm-hmm.
a one I love you, and they just head over heels. They ready to go get the ring and pick out the wedding dress. Um,
For me, that is a red flag. When you meet somebody and then a few days later, they are, like trying to talk real serious, and,
yeah,
and want to be possessive and act like they're all in love. I'm like, you haven't even smelled my breath. You don't know if you love me or not. I don't get hung up on the love talk. Hi, Rhea Clark. Welcome to the virtual building. It's so
hey,
nice to have you,
beautiful.
girl. You look so good in that navy blue outfit, and I saw that Kelly Green Louis
Green is
Vuitton bag. Shut up. Listen, you are hurting them, sis. You are giving them. You are giving. You hear me? And I love your hair too, girl. That thing was class A with a capital C. Yes, Rhea, you go on, boo boo. Uh huh.
beautiful.
Darren
She did
says,
beautiful.
it's truly awesome. He says, great understanding towards the person that you care about. Well, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
you
And that's what's
yeah.
lacking. And I think in a lot of the relationships that dating at an older age presents, that we think that we're dealing with mature men that's got it together and know what's supposed to be done and how it's supposed to be done, and they on the right track, and they mind not still back there in the 80s, and they run around like a fool chasing 3 and 4 and 5 and 6 women, and and it's a totally different ball game.
It
They,
is.
they don't have their thinking caps on right.
Mm-mm. Hi, Gail Alexander. Welcome. She says, "Good evening, ladies. Good evening
Hey,
to you too."
beautiful.
So, just
Thanks for the intro.
reset the room, so to speak. Tonight, we're talking about whether or not you can love two people at one time, be romantically, intimately, sincerely in love with more than one person at a time. Now, is that harmful to you and the other people? Is that ethical? Is it moral? Is it selfish? Is it inconsiderate, or is it just
Fair
the nature?
game.
Yeah, fair game. Because what we were saying earlier is that you have to put some time and effort into getting to know a person, so that before you can fall in love with them. So if you're in love with somebody, to me, that means that you've been at this for a while. This didn't just happen. You've been working on this. I'm
You know,
telling you, Darren says, there you go, Peggy. Now you're talking. He's the official hype man. He is the Raw Talk hype man.
tonight. Because
Tonight,
usually,
he is it. He
yeah,
is
you usually
it.
pretty
But you
quiet.
know what we want to hear, Darren, is has that ever happened to you? Have you ever been in love with a woman and with her, and then you find out that she's also in love with another man?
Or he be in love with another woman as well. I mean,
Yeah, or have you been in love with two women at a time? I want to hear that from you. You too, Texas Ranger.
Eric,
Uh,
about Eric
and that's for everybody who
Yeah.
is in the building with us tonight. What has been your personal experience? Because really and truly, that's what cheating is about.
Not being able to contain yourself.
Mm-hmm.
Because, like I say, you can have love for three or four people. Well, I could be in love with four different men, but me not acting on each one of them intimately and sexually um, is the key.
Well, how are you going to be in love with them? When did you have
I'm saying,
time to fall in love with four men?
like I say, I have men that I love dearly, that I have known for 8, 10, 12 years. I love each and every one of them. I have not had intimate dealings with them in that type of way, but I still love them all. Now, would I
They are
want to
your
have this
friends.
situation?
Those are
Huh?
your friends.
Those are my friends that I consider my friends. Yes, I love all my friends. I do. But like I said, I'm not gonna act on that.
Are you not going to act on it because of your moral standard, or are you not going to act on it because you don't like none of them in that way? Because they're
No,
your
I'm not gonna act on
friends.
it. Yeah, if the situation presented itself, I may act on it with one or two of them. But
Okay.
it's not presenting itself, and as long as it's staying in the friendship zone, I'm gonna be the one to leave it there. I'm
Okay.
not gonna pursue. I'm not gonna do the pursuing. I'm not gonna pursue them. It may be consideration in my mind that I may. Yeah, I can see myself. If you already love a person, you can see yourself falling in love with them.
Yes. Yes.
If you know what
Yes.
I mean.
Yes.
So there you go.
Well, I can't wait till this show is over because I sure want to know who the fuck it is. I'm looking for two names at 10 o'clock tonight. I don't know about anybody else, but I damn sure want to know, because I know I don't talk to you 4 times a day and I don't know who them two people could be. Sorry, y'all. Girlfriend talk right here.
Yeah. Oh boy. Okay, well, like I say, it's definitely possible. But that's what I'm saying. It's definitely possible to be in love with more than one person at one time.
Almost
It
definitely.
is.
But yeah,
That's
but
not
it
to say
takes
I
time.
am right now in love with three or four people, but like I said, there could be some possible ties out there that need to be explored.
Listen, I don't have the time, the energy, or the money to fly down there tonight
Don't,
with you and
you're
your
right. Don't
foolishness.
fly. Don't fly. We can go on Messenger.
Rhea says, I'm sure you can love more than two people at a time or more than one person at a time. She said, I can't. That's too much to deal. You doggone right. We got too much to do. All of that juggling you got to do.
Yeah, it's a lot of juggling. I
It,
can't do it.
listen, the juggling is, is serious. Even when you're not in love with anybody, that
Most dating, just dating. I don't
just
understand how
dating.
women have the energy to do all this dating and going out and meeting this one on a Wednesday and now you gonna meet this one on a Friday and you gotta go here for drinks on Saturday and you got a day party on Sunday. That's a lot of work.
Yes,
That's a
I
lot of
know.
work.
Yes, I
That's a
know.
lot of
And
work.
not
You
only
ain't
do
got
you do
energy.
that, not only do you do that, but you have to talk to them all in between too. You're not just going out on a date on a Friday or a Saturday night. In between, there's all of the other things that build
Yeah,
towards a
yeah,
relationship. But
yeah.
we know that people do this all the time. That's why a lot of people they wake up dead because they done messed around
You mean
and,
dead
and,
as dead, real dead?
yeah. Hello. Jane says real love requires a lot.
Mm.
Being reciprocal? She says, now here comes the excuses, the lies. Who's getting disappointed today? Um, there you go. Because somebody is going to get hurt and be disappointed. For sure.
Yeah, when two people in love, it's work to maintain a love relationship and to stay in love with a person. Because just as easy as you fall in love with a person, you can fall out of love with them.
Yep. They
I can
can do
vouch for that.
one stupid,
I can fall
crazy
in
thing.
love with you, and then, like I say, go ahead and turn the corner and do some things and say some things and whatever, and find out how quickly that shit changed. Okay,
Yes, it sours. It goes bad. It gets rancid.
it can. It
You
can
know,
go
I can be all in
real
love with
fast.
you, and now I find out that you done lied about this, and this. For for a lot of people, the lying is a deal breaker.
Mm-hmm.
I find
Mm-hmm.
out that you taking money out of the household or whatever so that you can do your shenanigans somewhere else. For some people, that's a deal breaker. That's just not going to work. And then if you are putting your magic wand in somebody, if you're being sexually intimate with someone, now it's spiritual, it's sexual, it's you come back with all of that energy, whatever that is that they got on them. Now you're bringing that back to me. Oh man, I'm telling you, it can be yes. Jane says it's like perpetrating a fraud. It very well can be, because you're being fraudulent to someone.
Right, and it can and that can lead to detriment of
Mm-hmm.
the heart. Like you say, somebody can end up dead or seriously
Mm-hmm.
hurt in the hospital. We did a thin line between love and hate, so we talked about that. It's a
Mm-hmm.
thin line between love and hate.
Yes, indeed.
So you have to be careful. You have to be responsible, mature. Your moral character and compass have to kick in when you're in a relationship with somebody and dealing with somebody because, like I say, the heart is like I say, it starts with a little whip, a little lie, and each infraction tears the heart a little bit more and a little bit more. People keep tolerating you and letting you slide by and letting you go with this and letting you go with that. Now you got that zigzag going on in the heart, and once it breaks, you don't know how the person whose heart you're breaking mind is going to snap and react to you.
Exactly.
Because I'm telling you from the start, don't come over here playing. Don't
A
come
word
over
to the
here
wise
playing.
is sufficient, girlfriend Peggy
Word to the
says.
wise. Don't come over here. Don't think you're gonna come over here to 105 and run games. Don't play. Keep that thing moving.
Keep it moving. To the left, to the
Move
left.
it. Yeah,
To the left,
for
to the
real.
left. And let's not act like men are always the ones to do that.
No.
Women do it too.
Yeah, oh yeah, they do, and they do it well.
Yeah, Darren says, please don't lie, just tell the truth about it. I think people have a lot of difficulty in that area being truthful. They have. They,
But I don't
mm-mm.
understand because in the beginning, when you first meet a person, it's the best time for you to be truthful and put all your cards out on the table. Hey, I'm not looking for something serious. I date multiple people. I'm dating, I enjoy different women. I have an appetite for women. Whatever it is, I have an appetite for men. I'm not tied down. I'm not on lock with nobody. I don't plan on being no time soon. So if you on board and you in for the ride, let's go. Let's have fun. Let's enjoy each other when we with each other. When we not doing all that. Where you at? Who you with? Why you in here? We don't have to go through all that because we
Mm-mm.
already know what's up. I don't
Exactly.
understand why people can't do that. What's so hard about that?
It's really not difficult. And
Being mature.
usually, huh?
I think it could go back to being mature.
Yeah. And usually it's the man that says that. A lot of times women don't want to come across as not wanting to be committed, and
Committed.
they don't want to appear as if they like being with multiple men, not being committed to any one man, because then that puts her in a different category in the man's eyes.
Right. It
And
brings a stigma.
yeah.
Oh, it brings a stigma to the woman. Right.
Yeah, it does.
Yeah.
Now you can be labeled a hoe, labeled a hoe or a whore,
Loose. Yeah.
loose.
A
That sort of
pot.
thing.
Right.
Yeah, all of that.
Yeah.
All of those negative connotations and terminologies and labels that come with that. And so, as a woman, we're not very likely to say, uh,
I'm
"Listen, I'm
not interested in
single."
a relationship right now.
Right. I'm not interested in a relationship. I'm single. I'm mingling. If you want to come over and mingle, then we'll do some mingling. But don't set up shop over here.
Right. Or don't expect nothing. Or if you
Yeah, don't expect
jump
nothing,
off,
and then I
don't
won't
do it.
expect
Yeah.
nothing.
Right.
We don't usually say that. It's usually the men that I mean, in my personal experience, that will say that. Say, hey, look, I like you, but we're going to take this one day at a time. We'll just take some time and get to know each other. And with that, to me, that means, just like you say, there does not have to be any hardcore accountability. I'm not going to be, looking for you to come see me every day or call me every
Oh,
day or, text me, good morning, beautiful, every day. I'm not looking for, and I'm not asking you where you are. If I call you and you don't answer, well, I know you'll call me back whenever, but I'm not going to
you'll
say,
say that.
well, I called you last night at 10 o'clock and you didn't answer and you didn't call me back. Oh, no, don't come over here with that energy. Don't nobody want that, so, um, but that's what it means when you say, hey, we just going to take this, we're going to play this by ear. Then you can't be saying, well, let me see your phone and let me go through your phone and see who you've been talking to and texting and all of that kind of stuff. You don't get to do that when
Mm,
you're just doing it, kind of one day at a time. But I think the danger in that is that you do that and then you do start to like a person and you do kind of want to, to be more committed, and they
conversation.
are not, huh?
That's when the conversation need to be had.
Yeah. And they're not ready for that. And so then you have to
Right.
make a determination at that time. Do we continue or do we stop?
And I think it's pretty hard. I don't know how hard it is for women, but for me, it's kind of hard for me to say to a person, "Hey, I'm really falling for you," or "I'm really digging you like that." I'm kind of reserved. I would rather that come from the man to me. But I don't know. It's just hard for me to have that conversation and say I'm the one that want to push it to the next level.
Okay.
I'm more reserved. I'll lay back and wait for the man to make that move on me.
Mm-hmm.
But
Oh
some
yeah.
women not. Like some women can approach a man that they see for across the room and go and offer to buy him a drink or engage him in conversation or let him know that, hey, I'm feeling you. I saw you. I like your swag. I like the way you look or whatever. They don't have no problem pursuing, pursuing a man and say, hey, you want to go out for a drink? You want to meet me and let's go out together next week or something, but I don't have those type of but nuts and balls and bolts.
Well, that's two different things. It's one thing to say I'm not the type of woman that would go out and just walk up to a man or approach a man or do like you say, hey, let me buy you a drink or can we talk more after this or whatever. That's different from being in conversation with a man and saying I'm ready to take it to the next level. Those are two different things. But so you're saying you're conservative in both areas. I'm not going to come over there and try to meet you, and then once we start talking, I'm not going to be the one to try to establish a committed relationship.
I'm not.
Are you sure?
I'm sure. I'm not.
Okay.
I'm sure.
Okay. Because when you're with somebody and you give them certain parameters of what it takes to be with you, that's kind of like saying, okay, if you want that, then this is what you have to do. You know what I mean? If you're going to be in a
My thing is,
relationship.
like I said, we get to the point where we finna start being intimate with each other. We going together. You gonna know that. That's
Oh
the way
yeah, we engaged.
I'm not gonna say I'm make you wait till we get till I get married to you before we have sex. But if we get to the point where we sexing each other, then we in a relationship.
Mm-hmm.
For me, because I'm not just giving it to you for me not to be in a relationship with you. We gonna establish some boundaries. We
Yep.
gonna set some things up. We gonna know some things for sure is going on. We
And you're
gonna be
going to
on the
know
same.
what I expect.
Mm-hmm.
You're going to know what my expectations are, and I want to know what yours are. Because a lot of
Right.
times when you don't establish the expectations, then people get mad and disappointed for lack of communication, for which I have been guilty. Um, Jane says one woman says yes, the other woman says no, but who really wins? The one who says no, that's who wins.
One woman says yes, one woman who really wins.
Yeah, she wins because she made a decision, not to compromise her standards and be with a man that's, that is
Cross
in
the
love
line.
with
Yeah,
another
away from.
woman.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so that's who wins.
Mm-hmm.
The one who loves you enough to say, "Go on, do your thing," but I'm not going to be a party to that.
Right.
You know, you're
And I
not
think
going to.
that's where like so many women compromise and settle and they okay with being a second woman and being okay with seeing a man that's married because they feel that hey it's cool with me. I'm not ready to really marry you anyway. I'm just having fun. It's just passing away of time for me. So I mean, like I said, people have their own reasons for being, dealing with multiple people at one time. Whether you're in love with them or you in like with them or whatever you in with them, you have your reasons for being in with them.
Yeah.
So I'm not saying I don't want to compromise and settle. Like I said, you got to love yourself and be at peace with being by yourself until you feel that right person really comes along. And you got to be disciplined and willing to wait
Yes.
it out. Sometimes, sometimes we don't want to wait it out. And like I say,
No.
for me, if I choose and I jump, a lot of times I'm jumping wrong. So I just learn just lay low, lay back, be cool,
Kind of
and
observe what's going on, check out the
observe what's
terrain.
happening. Yep. Over the long term, you'll see what you need to see when you're dealing with people, how they act, and, carry on and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
Hmm.
Yeah, that makes a difference for sure. I'm glad to see that some folks did get through on YouTube, but we want to thank you for being with us tonight as we work out this love thing. Just trying to figure out, can you be in love with two people at one time? And we know you can, because we've seen too many people do it. But does it ever end up really being good and a good
Yeah,
thing?
it does. I think sometimes, people make a decision. Hey, the three of us gonna get together. I'm with her. I don't want to let her go, and I love you, and I don't want to let you go. And let's the three of us talk about it. And some women okay with that. They go. That's how I think those polyamorous and what do you call them other things?
The polygamous.
Polygamous and polyamorous relationships form because they drawn and attracted to one man. They're in love with this one man, and that they're not willing to give him up because he's got another woman that he's saying we can share him, and they all right with that.
Yeah. I wonder
So
what the percentage of polyamorous or polygamous relationships include, or are made up rather, of two men and one woman. We always talk
probably
about it
low.
as being one man
Yeah,
being in love with two women,
yeah.
but a woman can be in love with more than one man at a time
Mhm.
too. And are
Mhm.
men open as open for that as women are
Open to that, right?
open to that?
I think the numbers, which probably we did, looked into it and did some research. We probably find that it's more women that's more prone to accept that than men. Because, like
Mm-hmm.
I say, a man don't even want to share. If you his woman, he not trying to share you. He don't want to share you with nobody.
No, usually no.
I don't know why he would agree to share you with another man anytime and all the time. I don't see men being, you know, real acceptable to that.
No, I
Two
don't.
men,
I don't
one
think
woman.
so. I don't think so either. But
Mhm.
but we know though that there's always an exception to the rule. We know that there's never an absolute, and there are exceptions to the rules all the time.
Mhm.
But here's the rule. Just love. Just be love, get love, have love, share love. It's all about the love. So we want to send love out to all of you, and thank you for being with us in the building tonight. We certainly appreciate it. We love to hear from you, and your input. It means everything to us. So thank you, thank you, thank you. Any final words, girlfriend Peggy?
Yeah, I want to say not just love, but be real with love. Keep it real. Keep it 100. Because, like you say, you want to make love and have love and not create enemies and brokenheartedness and broken spirits and souls. You want to nurture and love people and moving forward and be able to part in such a way that you can still love a person even when you determine that the relationship is not for us to work together. You know what I'm saying?
Oh
So
yeah,
yeah, just be real. Let's keep it real and let's keep it 100 and love for real, for real.
definitely. I like
Or
that,
just make
girlfriend Peggy.
yeah.
Thank you. That
You're
was
welcome.
good. Okay, boo. I'm gonna see your ass after 10 o'clock, though. No, I'm kidding.
Hey, this is my grandbaby, the little one, my little grandbaby. She always she'll come in there, she'll look at me, and then she'll say something, and she'll go. I'll be like, "You got it, baby."
Okay. All right. All right.
Give me that thumbs up. So I guess we 10 o'clock. We'll chat.
Yes, yes, most definitely we will. Hey, Benjamin, thanks for coming through. He said, not most of us, but you're right. There are exceptions to the rule. Yeah, I knew you were gonna say something about that Sharon. Benjamin is like, Sharon, get out of here. Yeah, most men are not interested in doing that. I'm with you when you're right, baby. Uh-huh, for sure, for
He's in
sure.
heaven too, though.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Two or more,
Baby, Ray Marine. He didn't come on with us, man, so you can
No,
let
he got a notification too. I hit him up personally. Well, you know what? In honor of Ray Marine, all right, in honor of Ray Marine, this is what we'll say. Victor said hell to the gnaw. Well, you're right. Ray Marine would say hell to the gnaw, and then he would say, you can't make
make
this
this shit
shit
up.
up. Okay, you can't make this shit up. Raw Talk Live, y'all. Thank you. We'll see you next Wednesday, 9 o'clock on Facebook and on YouTube. Much love.